Get ready for an eargasm as you listen to unsolicited advice from that chick you know, and that chick you know would be me, India L. Trotter. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a full dose of real talk. Enjoy the podcast, and note, this podcast is for mature audiences only.
Hola, 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 eh. Hello, everyone. I know some of y'all are looking at your headphones like, what just happened? Did she just break into fucking song? Yeah, I did. Sometimes I get a little carried away. And what you did know about me is that not only am I a podcaster and a blogger and an independent author, I every now and again will break into song. I mean, I got, overtaken by the moment and in I went. I went for it. So there you have it. I went for it. What can I say? So anywho, I want to welcome you all to my podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Unsolicited Advice from that chick you know. And that chick you know would be me, India L. Trotter. And as usual, I like to start my podcast by just telling you how appreciative I am that you have tuned in. And I am because, again, you all are listening to me, and I'm just appreciative. I almost got misty there for a second. Like, I just, almost got choked up because it really is amazing that I can talk to people who I don't even know, but you all are listening to me, you are tuning in, you are giving me the likes on Instagram, you're giving me the likes on my Facebook page, and if you could just help me out and follow me on Spreaker, and that's Spreaker, Spreaker.com. That's where a lot of you hear my podcast, but you can also hear me on SoundCloud, iTunes, and on my own personal website, blankstarecorner.com. But if you see, again, I digressed, but if you follow me on Spreaker, then I have the opportunity to apply to be on iHeartRadio. And I, for whatever reason, have it in my mind that that is where I'm going to get my millions and millions of fans. So help a sister out. Go to Spreaker.com. Click on follow. That's all you have to do. And then you'll never miss one of my podcasts ever again. And you'll be helping me out. So enough of my shameless plug. Let's just move on. So how's everyone doing? Well, me, I'm actually doing pretty good. And if you notice, I probably even sound better. And I sound better because I have a brand new microphone. My son, Jared, bought me this microphone, and it is freaking amazing. Like, I can plug my headphones into it, I can hear myself, and everything. I know for those people who have, like, engineering backgrounds or understand how all of this stuff works, I don't. And so I'm always amazed by the little things, and I'm always excited and eager to play with the toys, because like for me, all of this is like playing with a toy, and I'm just learning as I go. And so hopefully the quality of my podcast will get better as you listen to it. But right now, I am so geeked about this microphone. I took a picture of it and put it on Instagram. So check me out on Instagram. Check out the picture of my brand new microphone. And on that note, now that I know that you can hear me better and the quality of sound is better, haha, let's get started, shall we? Today I will be talking about something that we all can relate to. Any individual who is in the workforce has to pay their taxes. And at the end of the year, we do our income tax return. And for many of us, we are expecting a refund. Well, I'm technically not expecting a refund because me and Uncle Sam had some issues, if you will, a couple years back. And so, albeit that I filed my income taxes and should get money back, I think Uncle Sam is going to take mine. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother situation. But maybe he won't. Maybe he'll give it to me this year. And if he gives it to me this year, I'm going to be like the millions of other Americans trying to decide what to do with my tax time money. And so that's why I named this tax time turn up, because what a lot of individuals seem to do is to treat it like the lottery, like they just hit the lottery. You get this lump sum of money that comes all at one time, and there's no plans that have been made on this money. So you just kind of do some like really crazy stuff with your money. And I recently did a podcast with Girl Teeny Live Uncensored, because I also I'm a part of that podcast. And if you ever have an opportunity to check us out on iTunes, Girl Teeny Live Uncensored. It's with Taima Sanchez Salam, Summer Willow Fitch, and myself, India L. Trotter. But we did a podcast on lottery, on winning the lottery and what would you do with the winnings. And we named that podcast Big Money, Big Dreams, because, you know, if we get this money in and we have these big dreams, what will we do with it? And I think that what happens is that a lot of us common folk treat our income tax money like lottery winnings. And so the purpose of this podcast is to talk about things that you should and should not do with your income tax money. There's some really, really responsible and smart things that you can do with this money, and then some not so much. Some are a little irresponsible. And I'm not saying that I haven't done irresponsible things with my money, or that any of us haven't done irresponsible things with our money, but we need to recognize them as such. And so without further ado, let's dive into things you should and should not do with the money that you get from good old Uncle Sam. First things first, and some of y'all are going to hate me for this one, and you'll get over it or not, but do not lend money to friends or family. They know you're getting your income tax, and they are waiting right now to ask you for a loan, and your answer to them should be no. If you can't afford to pay your bills, then you can't afford to pay me. And that's that. Now, I know many of you thought that I was going to make this number one, what I'm about to say, but what you really need to do is to make a plan for your income tax money. So before you even spend it, make sure that you write down what you want to spend your money on. Write it down so that you can see what you are about to spend your money on. Is it responsible? Is it irresponsible? Is it something you need, or is it something that you don't need? Is it something that you can afford to purchase if you're being irresponsible? Because understand, it's okay to be irresponsible with your money if you can afford to do that. So you might not want to take all that money to the casino if you don't have money to go to the casino with. Like if you have bills. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. Do you really need a new car? Now, you got this money in your hand, it's enough for a down payment, but is the car that you're driving still drivable? Like, could you really take that money and put it on the car that you already have and either keep this car with no payment? Like for me, I don't have a car payment. My car, Betsy, I've had Betsy for about 4 years now. And she's not the best looking car. She's not the worst looking car. You know, she's kind of like in the middle. She's all right. And every time income tax season comes around, the thought comes into my mind, oh, I'll get a new car. But with a new car comes a new car payment and higher insurance, because I don't have a car note. So if I go out and buy a new car, that's a whole slew of other expenses for me that I'm not even considering because I have this lump sum of cash in my hand. So why not just put some new tires on Betsy? Why not get her an oil change? Why not stroke her a little bit? And yeah, we're still talking about the car. But you know what I'm saying? Like let's handle that money a little bit more efficiently and effectively by putting it into something that we already have that we can restore to a decent value and continue to use. I don't need to throw Betsy away because I got extra money in my hand, albeit I would like a new car. But you know, I'm going to hang in there until the wheels fall off. And just maybe you should too. Who doesn't like a shopping spree? Now, a shopping spree sounds nice when you get a lump sum of money in your hand, but let's just look at it for a second. So you go buy clothes, shoes, a new pocketbook, makeup, whatever. But at the end of the day, there's no real value to any of those things. Now, again, I like a nice pocketbook. Shout out to my favorite pocketbook brand, Tory Burch. I have several of them. And I like a Gucci. I like a Louis Vuitton. Love them. And they really, like for argument's sake, don't lose value unless you take horrible care of them. However, if you don't have any other money in the bank, if you haven't started to put, you don't have 6 months of your bills to the side and you don't have, not even 6 months of your bills, $1,000 in the bank, but you go on a shopping spree with this money, then all you'll be is a cute broke chick. And is that what you really want to be? Just to piggyback off of what was just said in that last little segment, put some money to the side. When you get your income tax money, put 6 months worth of your bills to the side. And if that's not realistic for you, which, it should be realistic for everyone, but if it isn't realistic for you, then try to put at least $1,000 to the side, $500 to the side. Put something to the side for emergency's sake. So you're not the family member that has to be told no when you say, do you have a couple dollars I can borrow? I'm sure many of you haven't thought of this one, but you could simply add money to your 401k. Now, you don't have to take all of the money, but just take a little piece of money and add it to your 401k. Put some aside for later, like later in life. Your number one responsibility is to yourself. And so with that, you should invest in yourself. How about purchasing a gym membership? Purchase a gym membership for the entire year. Pay it off. You figure a Planet Fitness, a UFit, a LA Fitness is costing you anywhere from $19 to $25 a month. So pay off the entire year. That way, you don't have to say that you can't afford a gym membership, and albeit you're going to say that you don't have time, we make time for things that we put our money in. So if you put your money into the gym membership, then you will make time to go. And if you already have a gym membership, why not try some personal training? If you haven't gotten to where you want to get health-wise, or you just feel like maybe you're stagnated, now is a perfect opportunity to use some money that you really technically weren't even expecting to go ahead and do something for you. Because your health really should be your number one priority. You could always throw a party. I'll come. Is there going to be single guys there? Is the food going to be good?
Yo, who made the potato salad?
How about use the money to start a business? Or use your money to seed your business. Pay for some marketing, pay for some advertising. If you haven't started your business, or if you have an idea for a business, this is a perfect opportunity for you to take some money that you would not have otherwise and use it to do something that will yield you income, hopefully forever. Maybe make you a millionaire. I'm saying your dreams need to be big. Big dreams. I should have said this one a long time ago, but put your money in a high yield savings account, a CD, a money market. I know I mentioned putting it in your 401k, but just do what Uncle Sam did with your money all year. Because essentially that's what he did. He put your money in a high yield savings account, and then he's giving it back to you after he reaped the benefits from it all year. So why don't you do the same thing that he did with your money? It just seems like the smartest thing to do, right? Like, why not let your money grow for you? This is my personal favorite, and anyone who knows me knows why. It's take a vacation. Now, this could be on either side of the spectrum. It could be either responsible or irresponsible, a do or a don't. So it really is dependent on your